She attended a support group for Parkinson's patients. Inside the room, people like Annie, all fighting their own battles with illness, had gathered together. Seeing everyone share bits of their lives with such optimism, she slowly began to realize she wasn't alone. Annie's anxieties gradually faded amid these warm exchanges. John stood quietly to the side, watching the tears well up in the corner of Annie's eyes. A vague ache tightened in his chest. Needing a moment to collect himself, he slipped out of the room. At the cafe, he happened to meet the family member of another patient. Hoping to hear some words of advice, John was taken aback when the man spoke in a complex, weary tone, urging him to take all his things and leave his sick girlfriend, to find someone healthy instead. As it turned out, the man's wife had also fallen ill when she was young. He had devoted half his life to caring for her, nearly exhausting all his savings, yet the illness had mercilessly stripped away his wife's ability to think and every trace of love between them. All that remained was a body she could no longer control. John had never imagined reality could be so cruel. After the support group, Annie's spirits lifted. She kept sharing funny moments from the meeting and stories of how other patients faced life with optimism. Their resilience inspired her to embrace the days ahead with renewed hope. She also became deeply aware of John's constant presence and support. When Annie suddenly expressed her feelings to him, it filled John with a fresh sense of purpose. That night, after Annie fell asleep, John quietly began searching for information about Parkinson's disease. The next day, he asked a doctor friend to help him contact top specialists in the field. Without hesitation, he then drove Annie from city to city seeking treatment. Yet endless tests and long waits eventually wore them down. Once, after traveling over 2,000 kilometers to reach a hospital, they were told their appointment had been postponed another 2 weeks. Months of running around had not brought the treatment plan they hoped for. John grew impatient and irritable. Annie noticed the change in him. She knew that if things continued this way, not only would her condition fail to improve, but she would also hold John back. Besides, John was at a crucial point in his career. He could have focused on his work and achieved financial freedom. Annie understood clearly. No one would want to keep pulling along someone who was falling behind. After returning home, they said goodbye under falling snow outside Annie's apartment. At Seattle's airport, John's footsteps grew heavier. Annie would no longer appear in his sight as she once did. Late at night, he often lay awake in bed, while Annie sometimes muffled her sobs in her room.